Phoenix police discriminate against Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, citing and arresting them at a rate far higher than white people. That's what the Department of Justice found after a 3-year investigation. I'm ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biskobing, and this is another story in a special ABC 15 series. We're taking the DOJ's written report on Phoenix PD and turning it into video, and you can follow along. Just scan the QR code to pull up an official copy of the DOJ's report. In this story, we're covering the section on discrimination and the statistics that show overwhelming bias in traffic stops and low-level offenses.
We found that the Phoenix Police Department and the City of Phoenix engage in a pattern or practice of discriminating against Black, Hispanic, and Indigenous people in its policing enforcement.
That was Assistant Attorney General Kristen Clark announcing the results of the DOJ investigation. And in the DOJ report, there are a lot of stats and graphs.
For example, Black drivers in Phoenix are 144% more likely than white drivers to be arrested or cited for low-level moving violations. And Hispanic drivers are 40% more likely to be arrested or cited for the same thing.
And here's how the DOJ came up with those statistics. Quote, "We compared Phoenix PD data on officers' traffic stops to data from Phoenix traffic cameras. If Phoenix PD officers did not take race into account, we would expect them to cite or arrest drivers of all races at close to the same rate. That is not what we found. Instead, Phoenix PD officers cite or arrest a significantly larger proportion of Black and Hispanic drivers. The Department of Justice also found Phoenix PD detains Black drivers for far longer than white drivers and discriminates in enforcing drug and alcohol offenses."
Data show that Phoenix cites and arrests Black people for marijuana possession at nearly 7 times the rate of white people. For Hispanic people, the rate is more than 3 times higher. And Native American people in Phoenix are 44 times more likely than white people to be cited or arrested for possessing or consuming an alcoholic beverage.
The DOJ also said Phoenix discriminates with what's called quality of life offenses. In this graph, it shows Native Americans are 26 times more likely than white people to be cited for being at a bus stop too long.
Phoenix also disproportionately brings quality of life charges like trespassing, pedestrian traffic violations, and loitering against Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. For instance, per capita, Black, Hispanic, and Native American pedestrians were all more likely than white pedestrians to be cited or arrested simply for walking in the street when there is a sidewalk.
Now, the DOJ did not mince words about all of this. They said Phoenix, quote, turned a blind eye to the data and ignored unmistakable warnings of the discrimination. The feds also say the city is ignorant and indifferent about the problem. Now, that's not a surprise if you've watched our past reporting. In fact, the DOJ specifically cited several cases we uncovered, and we'll highlight those cases later in our series. I'm Investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.